fry coming up.
The Z-Man is a really interesting story, and I'm glad there's a story there. My name is Jeff Staney, and I've been the proud owner of Oklahoma Joe's and now Joe's Kansas City Barbecue here at 47th and Mission. And my wife and I opened Joe's Kansas City because of just an incredible passion for barbecue.
I would like a Z-Man, please.
One Z-Man.
A gentleman came up to introduce himself to me, and he told me his name happened to be Mike Zarek. And they had this brand new thing called Sports Talk Radio in Kansas City. And I said, you know, we don't do any advertising, we didn't have any money, but we were starting to make a little name for ourselves, and I thought, why not? There are times when we would be sitting in the kitchen for 2 hours during lunch, and we would have 30 ads on in 2 hours. And it occurred to me, there's not enough story here. I gotta make Mike something and get him talking about it on the radio. Barbecue's a pretty well-balanced meal. You know, we've got a soft bun, and we've got warm, smoky, salty meat, and we get our sweet and our tart element from the sauce. It doesn't have cold, it doesn't have crunch, and it doesn't have cheese. You know, cheese doesn't go great with all barbecue, but I thought people love cheese, and I love crunch.
Yeah, we need to make sure it looks perfect.
So I'm rummaging around, thinking of what I can do with Mike. And these onion rings had just been dropped off. We had some smoked provolone laying around, and I thought we'll put the brisket together, we'll do this, and I took it out to him. You go talk about this sandwich, and what we'll do is we'll give a $50 gift certificate to the customer who named it. The names were horrific. I mean, the sunshine, none of the names even came close. What happens is, over a 2-week period, you've got dozens of people coming in asking for that Z-Man sandwich because they didn't have any other way to ask for it since it didn't have a name. So the sandwich without a name named itself by the customers coming in and saying the Z-Man sandwich. The elements of the Z-Man are really simple. Bun, smoked brisket, cheese, a little bit of barbecue sauce, onion rings, toasted bun. So we stumbled onto something with the Z-Man that, you know, is pretty special. I don't think we knew what we were onto with the Z-Man for a long time. When you start looking at the numbers and going, holy cow, there was a year not too long ago when we actually sold $1 million in 1 year in Z-Man. It's incredible, but we probably sell $3 million now. I'm really proud of our 19-year history in Kansas City. I'm really proud of we spent the first 17 years as Oklahoma Joe's. We had great roots in Oklahoma, great stories to tell about that, but it was very important to me that we be a Kansas City company. Not only that we are a Kansas City company, but that we show that in our name. I want to be, and think it's important, that in 50 years, we be mentioned as one of the most famous, the best loved and popular barbecue restaurants in a long history. I want to be there, and I think it makes a lot more sense in what I want to do in Kansas City that we have Kansas City in our name. We talked a long time about making sure that we never purposely tried to trademark or impede anyone else from trying to do the Z-Man. You know, I want it to be like the Reuben. So I take a lot of pride in the fact that something that is now, you know, it's not the Reuben yet, but we're going to be around a long time.
October baseball and craft beer, there's nothing better.